Thank you for joining us here on Gray But Not Old, the Imprints of Wisdom. We are honored to have our guest with us today, Antoinette. Antoinette, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you. I'm so honored to have the opportunity.
We're going to ask you three specific questions. The first one is, can we talk about an adverse circumstance that at the time felt as if you would never make it through?
Yes, I have one specifically. Of course, I have several, but this one was very important because I had just opened a private investigative firm and I had to be licensed. So I had to go to Sacramento to take the exam. I studied so hard for that exam. And a week before the exam, I came down with the flu. And to my recollection, I had never had the flu before. So I drove up to Sacramento and really was so ill, coughing, that I couldn't participate in the study group the night before the exam. My hotel room was cold because the heat wouldn't work, but the air conditioner did. So I did my best to try to pull myself together. The next morning, I went into the exam with a box of Kleenex, coughing, and I just couldn't focus in on the questions. So, what came over me was, you're not going to pass this exam, and you're going to have to close down your investigative firm, and that's it. And then the Spirit of God came upon me and I began to pray. And I was praying and I was praying. And I remember the feeling that I had to call on a familiar verse, Ephesians 2:8. For my grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourself, it is the gift of God. I calmed myself. I was the last person in the exam room, but I passed the exam by the grace of God.
So we're going to go on to another question. When you hear the expression live, love, and laugh, what comes to mind?
Well, the greatest gift of all from God is live, love, laugh, and laugh. To live, I'm a gift from God that I am able to live here in this universe. And love, it's a wonderful um, gift to show love in so many ways, and to be loved in so many ways. Laugh, to laugh is so healing, and it spreads the joy of the Lord, which is our strength.
What is your treasured advisement to share with the younger?
Well, I think that the youth are so important. They're definitely our future. And I would start with saying to the youth that your parents are on your side. I know sometimes you may not think that they've had the experiences that you've had, but they have. They've had all of the experiences that you're faced with as you grow older. The next point I would recommend is not to rush to grow up. Let the process of growing up happen naturally. You will grow up. So just take your time. The next point I would make is, when things happen that make you sad, it's not the end. You'll have ups and downs in your life. You'll be so excited about some things, and other things you'll be so confused with, and you don't know why it's happening. Just take a moment and gather yourself, and you will get through it. The next thing I would say is find your voice. What is your interest? As you grow older, you're going to be interested in a number of different things, and that is okay. Starting with one thing and then moving to the next is powerful. And then you can speak on it as you grow older, what your interest is. Developing your purpose, I would say. And of course, this is very important. Take care of yourself. If you see other people doing things that you question, you're questioning it for a reason. Take care of yourself. And finally, which really is the most important, love yourself. Love yourself completely. Every day say, I will put God first in my life, and He will see you through. So love yourself.
Antoinette, thank you so very much for those treasured advisements and your words of wisdom. Thank you for joining us here on Great But Not Old.
Thank you.